Now you're getting into my personal life. I'm gonna have to charge you for that information.
This film expresses some of the most important feelings of its characters and motivations through music. Was that something that you, Mr. Lucas, decided on early? Or did it happen as a result of your collaboration with Marius?
No, originally the idea was to get popular music and tell a story and use the words from the music to actually tell the story. So it was originally designed sort of like American Graffiti to be the two things sort of went on simultaneously, and for, again, I worked on this for 15 years, and for the first 5 years, I was just trying to figure out the words of songs to figure out how I could string them all together to tell the story.
Mr. Kelley,
yes.
How did you connect personally with Sonny's character? Have you ever fallen for a friend before?
Now you're getting into my personal life. I'm gonna have to charge you for that information. Make your donations payable to. No, I'm kidding. No, I think we've all been in that situation. You know, whether it's a friend, you look at them one day and you're like, oh shoot, that person. I've always known they were beautiful, but now they're the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. So I said in interviews earlier that Sonny is he's like the mascot for all the guys in the friend zone. So he gives every guy hope. The girl that always goes for the jock, the girl that always goes for, the Roland type, the Prince Charming. There's always someone, on that other side that's like, they're the shoulder to cry on. And, sometimes you get to eventually hug that person and, make it real.
People are young, they make shallow decisions.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm still young. I make a lot of shallow decisions, so I'm working through that right now.
Mr. Lucas, what made you want to produce this film? You're a veteran of youth-oriented films, and what appealed specifically about this story?
Well, I like these kind of movies, and again, I was kind of doing this one on the side. This was just I did for fun, just for the heck of it, because I like to do movies where there's music, and I like fairy tales. I've done, between Labyrinth and Willow, and I've done a lot of these kinds of movies, and I just enjoy them. I like the fantasy world, and it's and I like the music, and I just said, I like all these things, I'm just going to spend some of my free time here doing this.
Excellent. And just as kind of a follow-up, what about this story would make you want to share it with, say, your young child? What appealed?
Well, it's designed really to explain the difference between, I can never remember that word. Tell me.
Infatuation.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah,
1-2 punch.
We've only done this about 100 times, but I can never remember infatuation. But it's to the difference between infatuation and true love. And the love potion represents infatuation, and true love represents all the other relationships in the movie. So it's really about going beyond the skin-deep magical potion part of it, which is really in the real world chemical and crazy, and getting down to the real person, what's going on inside them.
Is it a coincidence that the king really resembles you?
The king?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a coincidence. That's the guy's having fun.
Yeah.
Well, you look great. Thank you so much for your time.
They got the hair right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the big beard. It's nice.
Well, they wanted to make the boogeyman or the bog king look like me, but
that would have been too.
You deferred that one.